Thank you for joining this Quantum Security Defense webinar, Why the Digital World Needs Physical Entropy. Doug Hill is the founder and CEO of Real Random, which manufactures the world's only electromechanical, true random number generator, and delivers physical entropy as a service via API. The company holds 9 US patents, foundational IP active through 2042, and was named a Gartner Cool Vendor in Data Security in 2025. Real Random's quantum secure entropy underpins private communications used by intelligence community customers in the US and allied nations. Doug founded the company in 2014, building on a patented invention originally designed for a different industry entirely.
So before we get started, I want to kind of ask you to enter into a story with me. Go forward. Imagine it's a Tuesday morning like today, but it's 2029. And a program manager at a UK defense prime gets a phone call from GCHQ. And she's told that an adversary has been observed decrypting traffic from her tactical comms program. Well, the encryption she used was state-of-the-art when it was deployed 5 years earlier. The HSM was FIPS certified. The algorithms were approved. The implementation passed every audit. Sarah did everything right. So how did this happen? That's Jörg Frisch of Gartner. That's what he wrote about us in August of 2025 in the Cool Vendor Report. He's been writing about cryptography and data security for about 15 years. And what he's saying here, and quite quietly, is that there's a major break in his mindset and industry consensus. Because for 50 years, cryptography has been treated as a math problem. Like using better algorithms or longer, stronger keys, more clever protocols. But what Jörg is saying is that the math isn't enough anymore, that the digital world has reached a limit. And the only way past it is to bring in physical components. Let's go back to 1951. A mathematician named John von Neumann said something very similar. And we're going to get to that just in about 2 minutes here. What I want to talk about today is the gap that Jörg is pointing at and why it matters more for defense than anyone else. So I want to give you 3 things in about the next 25 minutes. First, we're going to walk through some failures, 3 of them, based on cryptographic randomness, failures that nobody noticed for years. Second, I'm going to tell you a story about a slot machine my father-in-law patented, and the gaming industry rejected it because it was too random. And third, I'm going to give you 3 questions to ask every cryptographic supplier in your portfolio. That's the takeaway here. 3 questions that if Sarah had asked them in 2024, her program would not have been on that bulletin in 2029. So let's start with the foundation of all cryptography. Because every cryptographic system on Earth depends on one input. This is the stack you've all seen. Cryptographic keys are what we obsess over, but also nonces, initialization vectors, session material, signature blinding, the handshakes that enable every TLS and VPN connection your program makes. Every single one sits on a foundation, and that's randomness. And here's the property that nobody likes to admit, that one weak input from randomness cascades into systemic compromise. Not like degradation, not partial failure, but total failure. Because the way modern cryptography is constructed, every other layer assumes that the layer below it is sound. So if your randomness is bad, everything built on top of it is kind of a house of cards. So cryptographers know this, scientists know this, auditors know this, standards bodies know it. but almost nobody checks where the randomness actually comes from. And that brings me to the man who first pointed this out 75 years ago.
Thank you for watching this preview. The entire presentation and over 150 quantum and advanced AI presentations from industry leaders are available on QSecDef. Search for Quantum Security Defense to find out more.